Hello Internet, this is TheStabbyBrit, and I would like to talk to you today about these lovely ladies, the Daughters of the Burning Rose by Anvil Industry. The Kickstarter, as of the time of recording, has about 9 hours to go, and has amassed £53,345 from 645 backers. Delightful. I was actually watching this in real time last night, as it drew close to the 50k mark. I just wanted to see whether or not we were going to unlock that delightful Archangel / Angel of Death model. And we did, which is splendid. So why am I talking about the Daughters of the Burning Rose? Well, it's not just because I backed the Kickstarter. I mean, I took one look at the concepts of these models and thought, yes, I want a small squad of these. And as they keep bringing out concept models and concept art, I get the feeling that for the next few years, this is going to be my 40k army. Sorry, Plastic Sisters of Battle, you had your shot, but Games Workshop came out far too late. These models are excellent examples of what can be done with modern sculpts. I really do want to give Anvil credit for managing to make these models clearly female without having to resort to the boob plate style. And that's not to say I don't like that over-exaggerated look to the Sisters of Battle, for example, but I also like a more realistic style at times. And these certainly are more realistic in that regard. I mean, let's just compare the two ranges side by side. The Sisters of Battle models are clearly more ostentatious. The shoulder pads are more ridiculous. The backpack is more ridiculous. They've got all these robes, and they've got the inquisitorial symbols, and they've got the boob plate, and they're wearing corsets over their power armor for some goddamn stupid reason. It's wonderful. It's exactly the kind of high-octane nonsense I would expect from the era that birthed 40k. And I really do like that. I honestly do. But at the same time, I also like the more muted, more, I guess, just more down-to-earth style of the Daughters. It's like the Sisters of Battle are there for when you just want to go balls-to-the-wall mental, and the Daughters are there for when you maybe want to try and put a little bit of sensibleness into your intergalactic space battle game. But the main reason I wanted to talk about the Daughters is, to my mind, they offer a genuine alternative to the Sisters of Battle style. If you just look at some of the other third-party stuff out there, like this squad by Raging Heroes, it's clearly distinct from the Sisters of Battle, but it's also clearly aping the same general theme. You've got the cybernetic warrior with the power corset, and this crazy huge backpack, and this massive oversized energy cannon, and this is an excellent job, I've got to say. I really do like the idea of this. It has a different feel to the Sisters, but it's the same kind of in-your-face, over-the-top sci-fi option. I do like it. Absolutely. But I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it for the same reason I'm not going to buy Plastic Sisters of Battle. Because as much as I like it, it doesn't create that feeling, that gnawing, you must own this sensation in the pit of my stomach. But this does. The Daughters of the Burning Rose really did. The moment I saw the range, I knew I had to have some. And this is something that third parties can provide us. And to be honest, it's something that probably Games Workshop should have been looking at a long time ago. I mean, a prime example of this is the Space Marine Dreadnought range. Here we have a Space Marine Dreadnought, and it's a perfectly good model. I've owned quite a few of these over the years. I've got 2 of the old 2nd edition metal ones. I've got one of the plastic ones as well. I quite like the model. However, it doesn't really do anything for me. It's nice, but I only bought it because there wasn't really another option for the Dreadnought, and I just wanted a Dreadnought or 2 in my army. But then along came Forge World's Mark IV Dreadnought, and once again, I just can't really explain why I love this model so much, but I do. I absolutely adore this model. And I got one. I got one when it came out. And because, you know, I was still fairly young, you know, in my teens. I was playing with stuff that other people were buying me, essentially, for presents and such. I got one of these. And combined with my old Dreadnoughts, that was all I needed for an army. But unfortunately, this is out of production now. And it breaks my heart because I want more of these Dreadnoughts. I would buy more of these Dreadnoughts if they came out. And you might think, well, there are other models that have this style. And to that I will say, no, there are not. Because let's just compare this beautiful, sleek, minimalist, yet absolutely flawless miniature to its contemporary versions. So on the left we have the Forge World Venerable Dreadnought, clearly designed by someone who missed the fucking point. I mean, that is a regular Space Marine head. Someone's obviously seen the oversized artificial head of the Mark IV, which is clearly some kind of sensor module, and gone, oh, the pilot must be poking out of the sarcophagus. No. That's an utterly stupid design right there. And the big daft fist, and all these battle honors, and all this overdone ornamentation, no, it feels like a bad third-party knockoff of the Forge World Mark IV, frankly. It really does. And as for the only Mark IV available, the Venerable Dreadnought, it's just so fucking busy. It's god-awful. You have to spend hours filing all of this crap off. I just, no. Absolutely not. None of these are a sell for me. I will not buy either of these models. But I will buy this. And, you know, I'm honestly tempted to try and track down a third-party recaster and see whether any of them can make me some of these Mark IV Dreadnoughts, because I will buy them. Absolutely. I will buy them just so I have them on standby in case I ever decide I want an alternative Dreadnought model. I think this is one of the best models Forge World ever made, and it's discontinued in favour of inferior ranges. Now, I'm sure there's people out there who'll disagree with me, and that's fine. Just like there are people out there who will say that the Daughters of the Burning Rose aren't as good as the Sisters of Battle. That's fine too. The point is, if we have different competing ranges, we have a choice, and you can cater to multiple people. I mean, to an extent, Games Workshop is doing this with the Space Marine range. You've got the standard Mark VII Tactical Marines here on the left. I know, some of them are wearing Mark VI armor, and the Sergeant's clearly wearing Mark VIII. Shut up. And on the right here, you've got the Mark III squad. A little bit more expensive, yes. Fewer options, yes. But to my mind, that looks better than the Mark VII squad. And there's the Mark IV squad as well, which also, again, looks distinct from the standard Marines. I personally really like the Corvus squad. And Forge World has that. Forge World has the Mark VI, the Mark V, and the Mark II as well, if you are that way inclined. We've got all these different options for Space Marines, not to mention the Primaris range, and the chapter-specific Blood Angel stuff, Dark Angel stuff, Chaos stuff. We've got all these different alternative versions of Space Marines. But for the past 20 years, Games Workshop have been selling us one flavour of Sister of Battle. And it's a flavour of Sisters that just doesn't quite win me over. It's not enough to make me say, yeah, I'm willing to take the plunge and start a Sisters of Battle army. But the Daughters of the Burning Rose were. And Games Workshop has essentially lost a sale by not providing an alternative take on its own range. This is something that shows why we need third parties, to be honest, and why third parties shouldn't be afraid of stepping away from the Games Workshop mold. And maybe why Games Workshop themselves need to diversify their ranges a bit more and offer more than just one version of everything. And that's all I wanted to say, really. Thank you to all of those who made it this far. Feel free to disagree in the comments section, or voice your support. I always like that. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. And until next time, this is TheStabbyBrit, signing out.